Hi guys, today we're going to talk about backgrounds and how perspective affects backgrounds. Now I have two things to show you today, and this is the first one. I showed you 2-point perspective and how it turns things. Now I'm going to show you something about shading and perspective, and this is very important. A lot of people look at backgrounds as being like the pain in the butt of the picture. They don't know what to do with it. And sometimes you can't get really intricate and detailed because it's going to distract from the main part of your picture. Now, just to show you where this page came from, it came from Alena Lazareva's 100 Coloring Pages Linear book. She also has the Greyscale. And she's got lots of pictures in this book that you can go to town with add-ons on the background. They're open, and this is one of those pictures that really had no background. It only has a focal point picture and your decision to make whatever you want in the background. This is very hard for a lot of new people, and they choose to do just a plain background, and sometimes that's okay. But I'm going to show you a perspective trick that you will never have this issue again. Now, I did this picture in a, it would be a mid-range tone, and it's Blue Lake. And it's neither dark nor light. It's kind of like in the middle. Now, I'm going to do this picture as if it was a low light picture, sort of dark, because you can make her very bright, and doing a dark background with a light forefront is nice. So if you have a picture like this, or even like this, or even like this, you want to bring depth and richness to that background. In nature, whatever is in the forefront is always lighter than the background. Whatever's in the way distance is always darker. At that horizon line, and say your horizon line was somewhere around here. Now you don't have to put in a horizon line, you just kind of have to know where it is and to have the picture working out. So here we have a horizon line right there. And what you're going to do is fade it so that it goes light, dark, light. Now, why am I saying to do it like that? Why don't you just do it dark to light? When looking at this picture, up here is actually closer to over here. And why do I say that? Because it's being pushed in. So if you look at the sky that's right above your head, that's usually right above your head and would be closer. Where as it gets towards the horizon line, it's going further into the distance, and you would have darker. I did this picture in one layer, very boring, plain, and I scribbled. I'm not looking for smoothness. This is just a demo of color. I'm using indigo blue now, which is a nice night color. And I'm going to shade darker where that horizon line is. It's going to take me a few minutes, and I will come back when I am finished getting that shading in over there. As you can see, I did a little bit more than just the background, and unfortunately the paper is basically given out on me. You could see it from the other side. It's coloring book paper, so there's not much I can do about it. But I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more white into down here, but when I try it, I'm not getting much of anything as far as tooth on the paper. I feel my pencils gliding off of it. I really should have made a copy of this, my bad, onto some better tooth paper. So this is what I was talking about as far as adding depth to a very plain background. And as you could see from before, where it was just blah, you can really get the background alive. Now, the one thing I do have to say, when you have this open space, and it's a lot, it's very hard to get it completely smooth on this type of paper. On better paper, yes, where it's thicker and the tooth is stronger, yes, it's a possibility. But on this type of paper, I do recommend a blending pen. And this is the easy, it's non-odor, it's non-toxic. I don't know what it's made out of. And it will smooth out very large backgrounds. And you can see I'm not even getting anywhere with the with this anymore. I'm basically just smearing around wax because there's nothing to grab. I had a good number of layers on this paper, so it wasn't like it gave out on me quickly. You're witnessing history here. I've had Mina for a little bit over a month now, and she's been exposed to Puff through the glass every day for about a half hour. And lately he's been behaving pretty good. First time I even brought her into the same room as him, he went nuts. He didn't want any part of her. But over the last, I don't know, I'd say about 2 weeks, he's been mellowing out. I'm very aware of his body language and his moods. He will blacken himself up if he gets stressed. She, on the other hand, will be a little bit more docile. She will try to pull away. And this is the first time that they're not going to have glass next to them. You can hold your breath, but I'm right here. They will not get hurt. I can grab Puff in a heartbeat if I feel he's getting agitated, and her. So I'm going to see how they behave around each other. They've been nose to nose between the glass with nothing happening, either one of them stressing out. I think he's getting used to her, and we'll see. I'm going to probably be quiet because I have to watch his body language. She has been dewormed, he's been dewormed, so I'm not worried about microorganisms. They both have fantastic appetites. She's very healthy, and so is he. I'm not worried about them being together. And for those who might get worried that I'm going to be keeping them in the same cage, it's going to be over a year before they get left without me standing right there near each other. She's got to be big enough to be able to defend herself or push him away if he wants to get randy with her and she don't want it. So, well, let's watch it. Okay, so right now he's pretty calm. Checking underneath his beard. His beard is white. She's not waving. They're about 6 to 8 inches apart. My other hand is right here. She doesn't seem that upset, which is good. I don't feel his body tensing up at all. Let them get a little closer, nose to nose. Okay, he's still white. He's not upset. He's not agitated at all. He's looking up at the camera. He sees you, people. Good boy. Yeah, you're close to her. Okay, I'm blocking her vision. This is going to be a common position for the two of them. Neither one of them is upset. I'm just seeing how he's going to handle her touch. Where do you think you're going? I'm not letting you go anywhere. Let me check your beard. Nope, you're still white. No stress. Okay, let's see. Gonna let her do that again. This is really good. Really good. He's not upset at all. You want to climb on my arm? You want to climb up on he wants to go to my shoulder. That's what he wants. He wants to go to his spot, which is like right on my chest with his hands on my shoulder. That's his calm spot. This is really good. Good girl. Come on, come back. He's falling asleep. He's that relaxed. Yeah, baby. Night-night. He wants to go to bed. I'm at about 20 minutes in, and he hasn't done anything, and she's not waving her hands or displaying any sort of distress. I think they're going to be friends. From Alena Lazareva's Magic Autumn Halloween coloring book, Greyscale, is pretty popular. I've had several people actually writing to me about this picture, and they're having trouble with it. I have to admit, I had trouble with it too. And when I tried to analyze what that trouble was, and I mean, I've tried that picture 3 or 4 times without success in finishing it, or liking what it looked like. I tried to analyze what the problem was, and I think it's just a little bit too dark. And I think there are so many great details on it that as soon as you touch it with pencil, you sort of lose some of those fantastic details. This is the case that another medium other than pencil would probably be better on this. And if you have very fine alcohol markers, and I'm talking about like Copics or something equivalent to the Copics, I think that's what this picture needs, because the Copics would bring out those details that Alena put into the picture, and it would just brighten up in the color. Now, I tried to do the hat, and I wanted to do that with neon, and it just didn't work. I tried 3 or 4 times, and it was just not happening. Another thing that this picture looks like it would be great for is if you wanted to try the pen and ink on it. I think you'd have a lot of success. I would try it now, but unfortunately my print is out of black ink, so I have to wait a day or 2 to get ink. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications. For another video just like this one, I recommend this. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Keep on coloring.